What's up, Knuckleheads? It's Josh, and I've noticed that not a lot of people are playing Undergrounds, but they probably should be. Now, Undergrounds didn't make the cut of my initial Set 8 tier list, but after playing with this comp for a little bit, I actually think it's really strong, especially in the early game, if you know how to manage it. So I want to walk through really quickly what Underground is and how it works and how you can leverage it into getting you some free LP. Underground essentially works the same as the other loot-based orbs, kind of like Fortune from Set 4 or Lagoon last set. But unlike the others, this one stacks both if you win and if you lose combat with this comp active, but losing is actually more beneficial towards getting to the loot than winning. In addition, it's not as though when you get to one breakpoint you just get the rewards. Instead, you have the option to either take the rewards at a certain breakpoint, or you can continue the heist and try for even better rewards. Now, as you would guess, this is a comp that is much better to get started rolling very early on because it only stacks during player combat. Luckily, it is possible to get the Underground trait going very early on because 3 of the units, Kale, Ezreal, and Vi, are all 1 or 2 cost units, meaning you can get 3 Undergrounds onto your board at the start of player combat. Now, this comp is particularly effective in the early game if you are planning to lose streak. So if you didn't hit a lot of very good items, or if you didn't hit some 3 cost units that are going to be very powerful, or you didn't hit a lot of pairs and triples, this is a good comp to go for in the early game because it's going to leverage that lose streak even more to get you more rewards. Now, in terms of how long to hold this comp and how far to push it, I would say it is worth it to try and get to 5 Underground if possible, but in terms of how long to hold it, in general, my rule of thumb is if you're losing too much health and you're dropping to the bottom of the board, if you're getting close to like 50 health, that's when you need to look at selling your board at the next time you're going to crack the safe. I would say around level 6 or 7 is when you should be looking to sell based on when you're about to hit your next safe. Sell at 6 if you're losing a lot of health, but if you're relatively healthy, you can greed and hold on at 7. Now in this game, I got lucky because I got the Underground crown early on, which means I got an extra Underground to go along with the Vi and Kale that I had. It also gave me the advantage of being able to hold on to the Underground later because Vi and Samira, who's also an Underground of 4 cost, are both really good units in the late game, so it wasn't that big of an issue to hold them. In general though, I would say don't bother, just sell off all your Undergrounds except for Samira because that's who you're probably going to transition into. Essentially, you should just be treating Underground as a chance to cash in really big early and then just move on to another comp. And that comp, I would say, should almost always be sure shots based around Samira and Aphelios. The reason for that is that you're getting a lot of very powerful items and you're getting a lot of gold from this, which is going to allow you to push to 9 and also have good items already for Aphelios and Samira. Other options would be to transition to an Ox Force comp based around Aphelios and Viego, or you can just transition to a threat comp based around Bel'Veth and Vel'Koz. But there you go, that's your quick and dirty guide to Undergrounds and how it can help you get free LP. Let me know if this guide was helpful by commenting, subscribing, liking the video. It lets me know that I should do more of these. Take care, you knuckleheads.